All right. This is Brent Leary, and I am joined by John Colderice Lawson.
Yo!
We're not in the diner. We're actually in a place we haven't been in a while. This is where it actually started.
What
Panera
started?
Bread. I don't know what it is.
I'm about to say, we
whatever it is, it started
Don't
here
start, there won't be none.
at Panera Bread. But welcome to another edition of This Week in Small Business, brought to you by smallbiztrends.com. Every week, they give me a list of the top articles. I choose 2 or 3 of them to talk about. I get somebody that I really trust will give me some good answers to the questions I have. And this week, I have him. We'll deal with it. We'll make it through. Anyway.
No love.
We're going to be talking about 3 articles this week. One around some expert advice around how to use Instagram stories. Instagram is just so hot. Everybody's talking about it. We're going to chop it up a little bit around that. Something around small businesses adjusting to an earlier Christmas shopping season. Something I'm sure you have some pretty good opinions on. And the last one, 8 more ways to keep expenses down when you do your business travel. This should be fun. All right.
Awesome.
Which one do you want to start with? I'll let you pick.
Let's start with Instagram. That's the first one you mentioned.
All right. This one comes from Alex Young. Experts share Instagram stories, how-to tips for small business marketing. All right. You said you're just starting to get started with this, right?
I'm just starting to love it, man.
What's the draw?
Well, I think it's a different way to communicate on Instagram. Instagram was originally about just, images. Then it expanded to moving images with a small, 1-minute segments. And then Instagram Stories is now allowing you to be able to communicate my full day and put it into a story that makes sense back to back to back to back to back. And what that's great for marketing is you can actually tell a story, or I can give you all of the different designs of a specific SKU, and then you can take that story, you can save it on your Instagram profile, and people can get to it. So it's got a lot of functionality to it.
Hey, so we're always talking about Facebook. We're always talking about Instagram. Just out of curiosity, do you need to do them both in order to get the most out of it? Or are you starting to skew one over the other?
Gosh, I'm starting to skew a little bit more Instagram over Facebook.
Really?
Only because Instagram is where people are actually doing some shopping.
Okay.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference.
All right. One thing that this talked about, I want to get you to take Instagram TV.
Instagram TV.
Is it? Should we already be on it? Is it something that's about to explode? What's the deal with it?
I don't know if you should already be on it in that, like you're missing the boat or anything. It's so new, it's so fresh. I don't know how the audience is going to respond. All right. What the difference is with Instagram TV is that you're not limited to just that 1 minute, right? So you're able to do long form story. It's formatted to do portrait instead of landscape. You don't do landscape with those kind of things. It's portrait. So it's just a different opportunity for brands to get in, businesses to get in, try some unique things, see if it gets sticky. If people start paying attention to IGTV, then it's going to be really a great opportunity. But it's still new.
It seems like Instagram has stories and it has this IGTV that are really gathering people's interest. But then Facebook has Messenger.
Yes.
And Live. So maybe I'm answering my own question.
Yes,
it seems
you
like
are.
there are reasons to use both of them.
Right.
But you have to be more specific about which ones your customers are into right now.
To some degree.
Right. Okay.
Or the deal is that you can. Here's my thinking.
All right.
That Facebook is a all-inclusive ecosystem.
Right.
All right. And so you can do things on Facebook you can't do any place else. You can't build a group, on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So one of the strategies you might look at is bringing people that are Instagram over to your Facebook, right, through a messenger, right, for the ability for you to directly communicate to them where they get notified every time. You know what I mean? You just can't beat that kind of thing. So I think a hybrid right now is probably your best bet.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Wow.
Got to keep up, and you're going to keep us up to date on your Instagram stories stuff, right?
Yeah, that's right. Follow me.
All right. Oh, there you go. All right. Next up comes from one of our favorites, actually, because we always seem to be talking about his articles. Michael Gouda. Small businesses must adjust to earlier Christmas shopping season, says ComScore. Now, you're Mr. E-commerce.
Yeah.
Have you already been feeling this coming on, or?
It happens every year. Every year that I've been doing e-commerce, it seems like, it gets earlier and earlier. There is no separation now between Halloween and Christmas. You used to get a little break.
Yeah.
No.
Just out of curiosity, what impact, if any, has Prime Day had on the later shopping seasons?
Prime Day?
Prime Day.
I don't think it's had any impact because, Cyber Monday and Black Friday still keep growing. I think one of the things that's kind of unique about it, though, is that it gives us a good idea of what's going to be hot during the Christmas season.
So, even though billions of dollars are sold on Prime Day now,
yeah,
that hasn't eaten into any of the...
It hasn't.
That's pretty fascinating. So that actually expanded the shopping.
Or, you know what? It not only did it expand it, it also, what is it called when you make it smaller so that it's, like when you take a more concentrated.
In one company's hands.
In one company's hands, yes. So we don't know. You know what? Here's the thing. I don't know if that takes away from, the holiday season, but I'm pretty sure it does do a little dent on people's slow summer season.
So maybe what it does is it concentrates more of the shopping into Amazon's hands.
Right.
And takes it away from others.
Yeah, I think so.
That's pretty interesting.
Online, absolutely.
That's something that somebody ought to watch. Watch Amazon.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Last but certainly not least, this one comes from the Young Entrepreneur Council. And I picked this one because you do a lot of business travel. I do a pretty good amount of business travel. This is around 8 more ways to keep expenses down during business trips. All right, so we'll list some of them, but I want to get any special one you may have.
Okay.
All right, so find cheaper hotels. Yeah, that's pretty obvious. You want to
do
that. Don't overspend on food.
Okay.
Experiment more with virtual meetings. Sometimes you can't get away with that.
Nah, you're just going to have to do
Use reward cards. I'm all down with that
Yes.
one. Pretend it's your money.
Okay, it usually is, but sure, we can pretend.
Okay. That's actually a good idea.
It is a good idea.
But since it ain't my money, anyway. Schedule multiple meetings per trip.
Now, I do that a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't you do that where you're, hey, I'm going to be in New York, you call up somebody
that's... do that.
Yes, so that's all, you should always do that.
Stay with friends. I ain't doing
Never.
And of course, stay within walking distance, if you can.
If you can.
Yeah.
If you can.
All right, do you want to go off the board, and do you have one special? Or?
You know what? For me, it's understanding the hub cities of your preferred airline.
Yeah.
Right? Because I just booked a trip to England, to the UK, and from Atlanta, it was $2,500 or 24 and change, right? I looked from JFK, and it was on sale for $800.
So you just got a flight up to JFK?
$200 flight to JFK, get on that plane and go over there. You know what I mean? And I do that a lot. If you know your hub cities for your airliner, it definitely helps.
All right, I got a tip.
What's yours?
My tip is get something like that Amex Business Platinum. All right, it costs a pretty significant amount of money, $495 or something like that for the year. But if you are a frequent traveler and you fly a lot, I think it's a great deal because you get a $200 credit.
Right.
You could apply for purchases on whatever airline you choose. You also get some free internet Wi-Fi passes. I think you get 10 of those.
10.
You get access to like the gold level hotel loyalty cards.
Yeah.
So like Marriott and Hilton and maybe a few others. You get access to the lounges.
Lounge access.
So I know there's a lot of free food in them lounges.
Yeah. You get Hertz Gold.
You get Hertz Gold.
Yeah.
So although you're putting up $400, $500, if you are really traveling a lot and flying a lot and staying in hotels a lot, you make that up.
Yeah.
Or
if you're
quickly.
drunk.
Well, if you're like him and you're a drunkard, that's what you'll see him at at the bar, the lounge near you.
But yeah, I mean, but another thing is too, like sometimes you're gonna have to fly that weird flight, and maybe your flight doesn't leave till like 8 o'clock, but you got to check out the hotel.
Yeah, you get to hang out.
You get to hang out at the lounge. They got food. They got all the accoutrements you need to do
Free
work,
Wi-Fi
and drinks. So there you go.
So there's my tip.
I love it.
And there's This Week in Small Business. Check out all these articles. Check out all the other ones on the list that we couldn't get to. And once again, if you kind of like these videos, let us know. Give us a comment, leave us a like, and subscribe to the YouTube channel so that whenever we make these and push them out, you get notified. You get to check them out.
Yes.
We will see you next